Hi everyone, now this is a different kind of video, so I'm going to call it Let's Train Together. So this is in response to a request for me to do a video where you can follow with me rather than me explaining everything and taking it really slowly. I'm going to do a full warm-up sequence now and we're going to do it together. So it's a little routine. I'll do it 3 times, so if you're ready, you've got your mat, you're feeling comfortable, you're well hydrated, and let's begin. So to start with, we're going to lie down on our mats or on your rug or your cushion or whatever. When you lie down, elbows on the mat, hands on your tummy, and just rock your knees side to side. So your feet are about hip width apart. And we're going to rock side to side. You're going to follow with me. We're going to rock side to side. I do it for a count of 50. So we're going to do it for 10 more each side. So just rocking, you don't need to go too far, you don't need to go too deep, but as you warm up here, you might go a little faster. So just warming up, getting that whole lower body warm. And then relax at the center. I want you to stretch your left leg out and flex your left toes back towards you and hug your right knee into your right shoulder. So you can either hold your shin with your 2 hands or you can wrap your arm around your shin and then rotate your right ankle. So this is a mobility routine for your hips and ankles, this first part. So get right into that ankle joint and then take it in the following direction. I'm going to warm up my hamstrings, so place your left hand behind your right thigh, your right hand on top of your right knee and straighten your leg and try and get it completely straight. So bend your knee, straighten your leg, bend your knee, straighten your leg. One more time, bend your knee and straighten your leg. And then slowly lower that straight leg all the way down to the mat. Bend your left knee, hug it in right into your shoulder. So get a really nice tight compression there. If you can, wrap your elbow around that knee so you get even tighter, and then rotate your left ankle. So rotating right into the joint and then rotate in the opposite direction. And then right hand on top of your left knee, left hand behind your thigh and straighten that leg. Bend your knee, straighten, bend and straighten. One more time, bend and straighten. And then slowly lower your left leg all the way down to the mat. Point your toes, stretch your arms up over your head. We'll just get a nice long body stretch here. This is really good for your spine particularly. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep your shoulders on the mat and your lower back on the mat and hug your knees right into your chest. Then press your knees a little bit further away from you and rest your hands on top of them and rotate your knees around your hips. And then take that in the opposite direction. And then keep your feet together and use your hands to take your knees out. So warming up your hips here and then take it in the opposite direction. And then take your legs up to the ceiling, hands on your tummy, elbows on the mat, and drop your legs out wide. We're warming up your inner thighs, all those lovely abductor muscles, and your groin, whole groin area. Just let gravity and the weight of your legs do the stretch. Then slowly take your hands to the outside of your thighs and bring your legs together. Now bend your left knee and drop the right ankle over the top of your left knee. Place your right hand to the inside of your right thigh and push your leg away from you. So just warming up your hips. Then bring your left knee in towards your chest, hold on behind your thigh and use your right arm to open up your right hip, keeping your head and shoulders on the mat. Then drop your left foot down to the mat, take your right arm out at shoulder level, take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and bring your knee to the mat. So we're stretching your IT band here, again opening up your hips and then slowly come back to the center and we'll move to the other side. So left arm out at shoulder level, right hand to the inside of your right thigh and drop over to the other side. Then all the way back to the center. Now bend your right foot onto the mat. Cross your left ankle over the top. Oh, I just did that one, right? We'll do the other one. Or did I? Interesting. No, I didn't. Right, this is the right way. So cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh, and then push your left hip away from you. Yeah, I know I didn't do this one first, okay, because this one's a little bit tight. Then bring your right thigh in towards your right shoulder, and then I often just rotate my right ankle here when I'm at it as well. Don't bother if you don't want to do it. Then drop your right foot down to the mat, take your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, left arm out at shoulder level, and then crossing over. So this is a reclined twist, and it feels really good on the outside of your hip and all down along your IT band, that big band of tissue that runs down the side of our thigh. And inhale all the way back to the center. Right arm out at shoulder level, palm down, left hand to the inside of your thigh, and we'll rotate to the left. And then come all the way back to the center. Then take your legs up to the ceiling, place your palms on the mat, and just warm up your lower core. So take your hips up. So you're not taking your hips over your head, you're just trying to take them straight up, if you can. No worries if you can't. Then bend your knees, hold on behind your thighs, and rock yourself forward. You're just going to rock forward and back a little bit. So just to warm up your spine. And from there, we're going to come to standing, and we're going to warm up a little more dynamically. So that's my lower body. Well, a good bit of my lower body and my core all warmed up. Now take your hand to the wall. So we're going to swing our legs now. So right hand to your waist, left hand, so that you don't have to worry about balance. And then we're just going to swing our legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 20. And then move around to the other side. So I'm going to have my back to you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then facing the wall, both hands to the wall, and we're just going to swing backwards and forwards. So 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to just mobilize again through the hips. So standing on your left foot, and then just open out your hip joints. And then take that in the opposite direction. And then with the left leg straight and the right leg straight, just kick back into your glute. And then we'll do that on the other side. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then this is to fire up your glute muscles. So just kicking that leg back. And then from here, we're going to come into a squat. So your feet are about at a 45-degree angle. And either put your hands to your waist, put your hands to your heart, cross your hands over your chest, whichever works for you. For me, this works, well, primarily because it helps me to keep my back straight. So back is straight, and you just sink down into your hips. And we do 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And then for your hamstrings, again, so feet much wider apart this time, and I'm going to reach my right hand to touch my left toes. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then hands to waist, feet about hip width apart, maybe a little wider, and I'm just going to rock my hips, rotate my hips around. And I'm going to take them in the opposite direction. And then the thing that we didn't do yet is to warm up our arms and the upper parts of our body. So you can just swing your arms. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Just swing them backwards and then forwards. And then the other one, backwards and then forwards. And then just a little bit more work on the upper body. So I would take my left arm across my body and then just stretch. Very simple stretch. Keep away from your elbow. And then I would take that to the other side and stretch again. And I take my right arm up, hold on to the top of my elbow, and pull my hand back. and then the same on the other side. Okay, so that's our little warm-up sequence, doing it together. You can repeat that, once, twice, 3 times. It depends on what you're doing. You can do it as a standalone thing. So it doesn't have to be something that you do pre a workout. It's just something that's going to mobilize through all of your joints. And it's a really good little warm-up sequence. I could do a variety of different things in a warm-up sequence, but that's the one I use on a regular basis myself. I probably would do, if I was playing a particular kind of sport or doing a particular kind of gym workout, I probably would concentrate more on, maybe upper body, maybe core, maybe whatever. But that really generally warmed up almost everything in your body. And so feel free to do it as many times as you want. Do it at any time of the day. It's not going to, sort of interfere with anything. That took about just under 15 minutes. So if you do it 3 times, actually, it would take up 3/4 of an hour. So maybe once is enough. I generally repeat it a couple of times, depending on the day and how much time I've got. But anyway, enjoy. And that's the first of our little videos that is where we train together. Lots of the others are much more explanatory and everything, and you can always refer back to those for some of the stuff that I was doing if I was moving too fast for you there. But you'd want to be doing it at the pace I was doing it, otherwise it would be too slow. So it'd be lovely to have you join me. It'd be really nice if we did it together. I'd love the idea of you training with me as well, because there's nothing quite like a live class. Anyway, enjoy and keep mobile and keep fit and healthy and well.